Dexteram Testing Expectations of Procedures and Protocols for Lead Groups when Evaluating Encounter Resolutions. Hey Guildies, some members of Dexteram have been asking me about what I do when I jump into the Dexteram Testing channels and tell people I'm game testing. Well, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm checking out environmental issues and seeing how things work out. This is an example of something Mansa and I and Preckle did one day. This is shortly after the release of patch 2.0 Star Wars The Old Republic. We go in here to help Preckle do this because Mansa and I were both working lead group issues on other aspects of the game. I believe I was working on PvE stuff, he was working on PvP stuff, in-game content. And Preckle happened to be working up the new quest lines that were available with the expansion. So we had been in here for a good 15-20 minutes before we decided to start recording. We thought it was an interesting boss fight, an interesting encounter, trying to figure out how we were going to do it with 3 people. We were cruising along. We had already discussed what some of those buffs are that he has there. The one that has 5 ranks on it, now 6. It has a cumulative effect, an exponential effect. When it has 1 or 2 or 3, each number represents a percentage of damage reduction this particular Sith spawn experiment is receiving. So at the beginning of the fight, everything's 100%, but by the end of the fight, when he has 9 stacks on him, he'd be 90% damage reduction, so you'll see if you continue to watch for quite a long time what exactly that looks like as we piddle trying to put him down.
Yeah, regens health when he uses.
Continuing, looking around the room, I don't want to discuss any of the mechanics, but for this particular video, because what this video is intended to do is set a precursor for members of the Dexteram family who have expressed interest to me in joining Dexteram Testing.
He's kicking our ass. So weird.
We worked on this particular boss for a good hour and a half, I'd say, just going through all the motions, trying to determine all of its mechanics, figure out how it works, what we could do to get through it as quickly as possible if we needed to, because we anticipate many other guildies coming through and checking it out. It's something we do along the way, and sometimes it can get quite tiring and repetitive, and I wanted people who were sincerely interested in testing game mechanics, environmental issues, collision detections, and alternative conflict resolution to encounters like this to be prepared. That is to say, during this, for example, I was sitting there just listening to music most of the time. In fact, I'll put some music over the tracks of this, maybe mix in a little comedy for you, since I am playing on
Emperor's Raw.
This, if you can look here, you'll see HK51 is kind of hanging out, doing his thing. It becomes problematic with him in this instance because of the way the mechanics work. If you watch the fight, if you haven't done the fight yet, and you can watch this fight and come back and tell me what's going on, that would be a great step. If you can watch this fight for the duration of this video, which I've panned down to about 30 minutes, I think, tops, then you probably have an introductory idea of what it takes to spend some time legitimately testing a gaming environment, not just going around filling out those question and answer, scale to 1, 4 questions, scale to 1 to 5, how did you rate this encounter, this quest, this experience, this mission, whatever. Was it playable? Was it enjoyable? All those types of things. That's something that they give to open beta testers when those people come in and they're server testing, or rather stress testing the servers. Those are the types of things that you might think that would prepare you for an in-depth testing experience, but you should be very aware that it requires a great deal of time sometimes, especially if you intend to submit bids to upcoming projects for alpha testing. But I'll let you continue looking at this, spend the time. If it's something you're interested in, then by all means reach out to me on our Mumble servers. If you're in the Treachery family already, look out for me in the guild channel. I'd be happy to chit-chat with you about it, go into a little bit more detail. As always, thanks guys for checking this out. I'll simulcast this on both my testing page and on my personal page, so it'll be, my personal page might be a little boring for some people who usually look there for the humor, But like I said, I'll throw in a little humor. If you pay close attention, I think you'll hear it. Very well, my friends. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget, if you happen to be watching this and you happen to enjoy this kind of conversation, discussion that goes on during game testing, then by all means, subscribe. If you want to see more, I will put out more. I've been putting out quite a bit lately, and I intend to pick it up over the next few months. If you liked it, go ahead and hit like. Why not? You're right there. You might as well. Thanks, my friends, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
These crystals don't do anything.
He pulls everyone in and sticks his tongue out. And that gives him life.
Something's got to be able... What do these crystals do? They got to be for something. Ain't nothing decorative in this game. They're there for a reason.
dick that's a sex machine to all the chicks. You damn right. Who is the man that would risk his neck for his brother, man? Can you dig it? Who's the cat that won't come out when there's danger all about? Right on. They say this cat Ralph, it's a bad mother. I'm talking about Ralph. He's a complicated man, but no one understands him but his woman.
That's one. No, that's a guy. can create canisters.
Alright, Guildies, if you've made it this far, you were pretty patient. So, what's going to happen here is we decide to let Preckle die. No, we're talking here offline about whether or not we're going to try to reset the beast and think about what we're going to do next. Because we're pretty confident we understand the mechanics of the fight and why we're running into issues as a three-man team with a companion out as opposed to a three-man team without a companion out. That becomes pivotal. So what we decide to do is test a couple other things. That little green spot I'm in, I was actually going to try to have Mansa pull me out, extricate out of it, or myself intercede to him. It's part of the mechanic stuff that I don't want to go into, but it's things we did test. We decided to go ahead and wipe it. At this last moment, though, I thought maybe we should try to reset it. So just as we make that decision, we start running to go outside, and I lose Mansa. And, well, that was problematic. But yeah. So here in a couple moments, off we go. Try and see if we can reset the instance. And once we get out there and deal with that, we go ahead and restart it again and get back in there and try something else. You might want to go ahead and put on some music,
Yeah, just wipe guys.
or maybe I'll put some on over the second half of this, actually close to 2/3, because there's still 20 minutes to go in this test of patience.
Alright, I'm on the way. No, I don't want to give up. Like I said, I've been doing this quest for 2 days. It's all been like this. I'll be right back though. I'm gonna grab a cigarette real quick. You guys alright?
Alright, man.
Alright, here's the plan. We'll go in there and beat him around until he gives up.
That didn't work the last time. That plan didn't work the last time. Go in there, beat him around, and he'll give up. We spent an hour on this guy. Oh my god. It. Mhm. Okay.
day. Don't understand what she said. I think I said I was a friend. Something like, and she said, she said, she said, and she said, did she say, will she say? We lived a life across the sea. My perfect sushi girl and me. She's always raw and well prepared. She keeps two chopsticks in her hair. Sake growlers all night long. We smoke wasabi from her bong. We shot unstood laughing words of mine. Perfect sushi girl, something like. And she said, did she say, when she said, and she said, did she say, when she said, I love you. Come on, let's make sushi all night. Come on, let's make sushi all right.
I'll try, yep.
She said goodbye, sake make me lose my mind. Oh, she said goodbye. Whispers in my ear. Get the message that she sent. My perfect sushi girl loves the happy ending.
Shot
She
mine.
says goodbye, sake make me lose
Yeah, she got this one.
mind. Oh, she said goodbye, goodbye, let's make sushi all night. Goodbye, let's make sushi all right. Goodbye, let's make sushi all night. Goodbye, let's make sushi all right. And she said, oh,
dog victims interrupted. But what am I interrupting? What's the name of it? Who's first?
No, it seems to do it every second one. Server will be going down in 15 minutes.
Here, the server maintenance warning has gone up, and we have decided that we're just going to finish testing interrupt cycles rather than put the beast down and come back to it again in the future.
making you cry. And I know now why you're acting
We got so
totally
close.
insane. And I know now chemical imbalance in your brain. And I know now you're not acting the way that you would. And I know now, girl, it's cool, you're on your period. Why don't we walk hand in hand? Sympathetic talk just drowns me deeper in your drama quicksand. Why don't we feel soul to soul? Sleeping with the microwave and screaming at the fruit bowl. And I know now why you're acting totally insane. And I know now chemical imbalance in your brain. And I know now you're not acting the way that you would. And I know now, girl, it's cool, you're on your period. Summer, spring, winter, fall, it's only natural. Damn, we love it all. I'm doing what I can, but I'm only one man. Maybe I should go.
Everybody's
Maybe
going.
I should go. Maybe I should go. And I know now why you're acting totally insane. And I know now chemical imbalance in your brain. And I know now you're not acting the way that you should. And I know now, girl, it's cool, you're on your period. You're on your period. You're on your period. You're on your period.
No. Alright, 10 minutes, guys. Maybe we should retry this.
And here at the 10-minute server warning, we decide to test the reset on the beast again. Earlier when I tried to do it, he was off screen, off camera. He was up in the rafters doing something while the tentacles were thrashing about. So it didn't reset him when I came out here. We decided to wait until he had popped down and walked out, and as you can see, it worked out just fine. Well, congratulations for making it this far. If this is something that interests you, members of the Dexteram family, then by all means get in contact with me. If you believe you are capable of sitting in one spot doing one encounter repetitively for an hour and a half, as we just did, then you could fit in quite nicely. Everyone else, if this is the kind of video you enjoy watching and you believe you derive some type of entertainment or enjoyment from that, then by all means subscribe. I put these out on the regular basis. And feel free to comment if you so desire.